At the beginning of a new year, I really like to personally reflect back on how the last year went and what, if anything, can be done differently, or what I want to do as a person next year to improve myself. Whether that's hitting the gym, which is usually at the top of the list, or if it's doing something different with the relationships in my life, or in things that I want to do, skills that I want to acquire, or learn a new language. And the thing is the same with the equipment that we work with and in the jobs. There's both a personal and a professional aspect to this. And on the professional side, of course, we want to be doing things better. We want to meet targets. We want to meet the expectations of those that we work for and report to. And really, it's a great opportunity to just reboot and look at our oil systems, look at our equipment, and say, what can we be doing different this year? And there's some really simple things to do, very cost effective, that can be implemented. And it just starts with reviewing your oil analysis program and making sure that you're doing the right test at the right time, to the right test method. And, something as little as adding $50, $60 onto your monthly spend on your monthly reporting. And perhaps maybe you can even optimize that. So, we're going to do quarterly testing this year, and we're going to do it at a much more comprehensive level. And we're going to trend it. We're going to document it. We are going to see what we can learn from all that data. And that usually will just have stuff screaming out to you. You're going to find situations that are not as good as you would like to see, and you're going to find some other situations that are 10 out of 10. So it's really looking through the noise in your system and finding what can be done differently. So once you have effectively tweaked your oil analysis program, you can then get some priorities, and you can establish where to direct your maintenance spend for the year. If you could focus that maintenance spending in the areas that need it most, you can really leverage that spend and turn that into something very meaningful that's going to translate to significant cost savings. The other thing we need to look at is, how can we put more sustainable practices in place? Last year, we did a keynote on sustainability, and a couple major things to look at is we can't keep doing things the way we're doing them. The processes right now are incredibly wasteful and unoptimized. Our companies, our leaders have asked us to take more sustainable approaches to lubricant maintenance and asset management. And this is easily achieved with better oil analysis and more targeted maintenance and increased maintenance in some areas. And by doing this, we can really stop this vicious and wasteful cycle where we just fill, forget, dump, and flush. And we actually transform that wasteful process into something where the oil life can be doubled or tripled in some cases by managing the cause of failure, by directing maintenance spending in that direction. Right now, quite often what's happening is we're taking out the large particles in an oil system, and then when it's half dead, we're in the situation, well, do I spend more money on this oil, or do I just dispose of it and start over? And that's what's normally happening, right? People don't want to spend money on something that's halfway to replacement. So if we can start earlier in the process and say, we need a different approach, and if we can actually manage the root cause of oil failure from a very early stage in that oil life, we can have incredibly improved results in both our reliability, our costs, and the sustainability that we can bring to our companies. What a great way to get started. If we can be of any support or assistance in this regard, we'd love to hear from you. Thank you.